XFM News. On point.
The news on XFM. I'm Chris Tim. Police has warned the public against wearing berets, which were designated as of the official military clothing. This after yesterday, security agencies raided the offices of the National Unity Platform in Kamucha with the aim of recovering designated official military wear, which the party has been using as a symbol. The Uganda Police Force spokesperson, Fred Enanga, confirmed the raid, saying they were targeting all locations, also in the city center, which were illegally manufacturing and supplying berets to the public.
Such behavior also, where you have civilians putting on camouflage fatigue and uniforms similar to those of the armed forces, has the potential of increasing the risk of violence when such groups start organizing themselves in a manner that gets them in conflict and crime. Because there are people who will mistake them thinking that probably they are members of the armed forces, and yet they are not. We are asking all those individual and political actors that have been actively involved in the illegal use of uniforms and accoutrements to desist from such illegal activities.
At this press briefing, Deo Akiki, the UPDF's deputy spokesperson, emphasized that they will continue arresting whoever will be found wearing the berets.
That's why we are saying that it was going now beyond. You saw someone who was putting on a rank of a Major General. Some of us have not even dreamt of putting them on, yet we are in the line. And you blatantly put on and disrespect that insignia with its weight. You better bring them and hand them over voluntarily. Then we shall not go for you. But if you keep it and we find it with you, definitely we'll catch up with you. This warning was given some time back. People took it for granted. It's not business as usual anymore.
The Electoral Commission will today kick off the nomination of the parliamentary aspirants ahead of the general elections of 2021. The nominations are to be conducted at the different EC offices across the country for 2 days. The chairman of the commission, Simon Mugenyi Byabakama, says that each aspirant must present proof of payment of the nomination fees of 3 million Uganda shillings, having the minimum academic documents of Senior 6, so its equivalent, among others, as he explains.
That person must be a registered voter. If you are not a registered voter, please don't bother to come up for nomination. You must be a registered voter. Thirdly, you must present evidence or proof that you have paid a nomination fee of 3 million shillings. Don't bring cash to the nomination center or a bank draft. Those are not accepted. You have to pay a fee in a designated bank or other financial institution. You must present your postcard-sized copies of your recent straight color photograph. That is the straight face color photograph. Then you must come with your certified academic documents, A-level or its equivalent or higher than A-level. So please, if you do not have your academic documents in order, do not also bother to turn up.
Police have warned Ugandans against hackers that are all out to mastermind electronic fraud, targeting telecoms and other financial institutions. The call follows the cyber attack on the telecoms of MTN and Airtel. The cyber attack has swindled money amounting to billions of Uganda shillings. The Criminal Intelligence Department spokesperson, Charles Twine, says a police cybercrime unit has so far arrested 5 suspects linked to the crime.
But what I can assure you is that investigations are vigorously being undertaken by a team of proficient investigators, and we are very certain that upon the system audit, we shall know how much got lost and how the offense was orchestrated and let alone occasioned. There have been some arrests. More than 4 people have been arrested, and the suspects are being processed.
The Uganda Local Government Association has asked the government to increase funding to the local governments by at least 38% of the national budget for better service delivery. The president of the association, who is also the LC5 chairperson of Napak district, Joseph Lamayang, says that most government programs cannot be implemented because of the low funding to local governments. Currently, local government only receives 9% of the national budget, which Lamayang says needs to be increased for better service delivery.
And as local governments, we all know that that's the area, the focus where if we have to achieve anything, be it SDGs, be it development, the focus should be the local governments. That's where everything has to be really taken as a priority. And that's why we are saying government should allocate 38% of the national budget to local government if the policy of decentralization has changed.
Lamoyang has also encouraged local governments to embrace public-private partnerships for development.
Let us now also popularize the already existing government policies of public-private partnership and local economic development, because these are even avenues that we can be able to make our local governments even create partnership with private sector, because LED is about local government, the community, and the private sector.
In world news, 2 Catholic priests have gone on trial in the Vatican, marking the first time the city-state has prosecuted a case of alleged sexual abuse. Gabriel Martinelli, aged 28, who's not related to the Arsenal player, is accused of sexually assaulting an altar boy between 2007 and 2012. Enrico Redzik, aged 72, is charged with covering up the alleged assault while he was rector of the theological school where it is claimed the abuse happened. Neither man has submitted a plea or commented on the case. While scores of priests have faced abuse charges around the world, the Vatican has never held a trial concerning allegations of sexual abuse within its own walls. The trial, which began with a short hearing on Wednesday, is symbolic as the Vatican is home to the spiritual leadership of the Roman Catholic Church. In sports, Harry Maguire's miserable start to the season continued last night with a red card as England had 2 men sent off for the first time in their Nations League defeat by Denmark, as Denmark won that game by 1-0. The Manchester United captain suffered a 31-minute nightmare, shown a yellow card for a reckless early challenge on Josef Paulsen, and then dismissed by the Spanish referee Jesus Gil Manzano after he brought down Kasper Dolberg trying to retrieve his own poor touch. Now, England are now third in the group with only the winners progressing to the Nations League finals in 2021. Chelsea defender Reece James was shown a red card after the final whistle for confronting the referee Manzano. And that's the latest XFM News.
XFM News on point.